The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by... pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, Kansas City. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Mahomes pass complete to Travis Kelsey. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Toney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
Well, you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Big gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And this has been a strange game to figure out. Negligible numbers in rushing. In fact, they're not even in double digits yet, but they've got a halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Herbert off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses, imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here comes Tony on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. "13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
That's taken it around the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams on a touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converted
This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.